Hello, welcome back to my channel, and today we're gonna restore Major 4000, and this model I found also on eBay. It was quite cheap, and you can probably see why, because it's full of dirt. This model I like because I had one when I was young, and it's the big brother. This is the base station. It's the big brother of the 3000, which I will show you shortly. Yes, and here is the little sister. This is a mobile, and it's a 3000, but as you can see, it's the same series. Okay, we are back, and it just has a completely different look. It's a base station, so it has its own power supply. I do think I need to look at some of the capacitors, because I don't know if you can hear it, but if you turn down the sound, and I think there is a little 50 Hertz, so, but it does work. Well, at least there's a sound. So let's hook it up to the test device and see. Okay, it's hooked up. It is on 22 because it only has 22 channels, and let's see what it does. It does transmit. It should have 0.5 watts, which it almost has. Frequency is almost correct. Let's do the test for receiving. Not bad. Reception is good. I think we have a good one. Not much adjusting needed, but of course we open it up because yeah. Okay, I took off the top, and as you can see, it is a lot of Hollywood, so that means there's a lot of show, because it is just, well, it's just a big casing. And if you know CB a bit, then you recognize the board immediately. This is the Cybernet, which is almost in all the main brands. For instance, it's exactly the same as the smaller version. This is the 4000, and as I showed you before, the mobile version, which is the 3000. It's exactly the same board, and even the common brands use it, because here you have the Icom 4000 and you have the 2000 and the 3000. They all have the same board, so it's very common, and that makes it very easy to work on. Yeah, I'm back to this Cybernet board. The board is even so common that you can see here below the switch, that's the PLL, and that the 22 channel version has the PLL 08, and well, I have a few here, and the 40 channel has of course a different switch, because you need the 40 channels, and it has the PLL 02. That's how common the board is, because the only thing they do is change the switch, change the PLL, and there it is. And sometimes I change a bit the output circuit to get your 2 or 4 watts, and yeah, that's it. Okay, so we're gonna hook it up and do the final adjustments. Just a little explanation about adjustments. I use this ceramic screwdriver. These are from Wish or eBay or Banggood or Amazon. Usually you buy them in a pack of 8, different sizes. You need this because probably a normal screwdriver will fit, but because you are working here with electronics and RF signals, you will distort the signal if you use a metal screwdriver, so that's why we use these ceramic ones. And You can find them in the electronics store under the ESD section, but then you'll pay a fortune, like, well, not really a fortune, but like $6 or $8 each. And if you buy them in Amazon, like I did, you have a 8-pack for about the same, like $7 or $8. So for the adjustments, I usually just look at the transmitting frequency, the end frequency, and you turn on this one. This is a variable capulator, and this is more or less the only one that actually adjusts the frequency. You want to be sure your base frequency is good, but after that it's multiplied and multiplied, and it's just filtering. So yeah, you can try to adjust this one exactly on the frequency you want, but in the end it's about the end frequency. So and then also you have the inaccuracy of the multiplying. So what I just do in these situations, I just look at the end frequency, because I know what frequency the channel should be. I correct this one here, and for me that's accurate enough, and then I just turn the filters on maximum power. And for the receiving, I do exactly the same. So transmitting is this path, and receiving is more or less this path. And for the receiving, you can maybe try to put the frequency counter on your IF circuit. But yeah, I've done this for years. I just do this by hearing, and that is accurate enough. And actually, I noticed with my hearing it's actually very precise. So I will not hook up a frequency counter to the IF, and I will just do by hearing. Okay, everything is adjusted, the power and the receiving. Well, that is a little cheat trick, because the power supply is, well, should be around 12, but as in a car it's like 13.8, and this one here you can adjust. That is it is a little variable resistor potentiometer. And well, we can try to measure how much we have now. I just put somewhere on the, let's see how much we have. Well, it's like a 13.1, and I think you can go safely up to 14, and then you get a little bit of more transmitting power to increase your range. It's just a little trick, but I like to keep this one as original as possible, because I really see no modifications at all, and I like to keep it because, yeah, I had this one when I was young. This one goes into my collection. Okay, thank you for watching. I will try to make some sort of subscribe button on the top right, so if you could click on that, that would be great. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.